welcome back to Let's Play Dragon Age 2. I'm Gobonix, and I have guest with me for the end.
Hey, Subponica Poster. I just want to give you a hats off for making it through this dumpster fire of a game.
It only became a dumpster fire after Act 2. But it still makes no sense Ander blows up the Chantry.
No, it doesn't.
Because the Chantry was not involved at all with what the Circle was doing.
Leave me alone. I never asked for any of this.
That was all in the temple.
The law
Hey.
is clear, Mage. We cannot
That's
take
Alex. What's her name?
Keep away from me. I'm warning you.
That's Inquisitor.
Hell. You think the Abomination might be stronger, but...
Like, I recognize that VA. Dun dun dun. Wish there was an option to just be like, you know what? Fuck these guys. Both of them. Just leave it. Let the Templars fight the demons. Ignore this shit.
Sadly, you can't.
I know, but it would make a lot more thematic sense.
Yeah.
You give no fucks, Hawk.
Yeah, because even if you go, well, I'm not going to choose a side.
Exactly. There should have been a third option. Screw everyone in this city, let it burn.
I'm getting my family and I'm going. Bye.
What's left of them, Jesus.
Depending on your choices, this could just be you and your dog.
Mm-hmm.
That was always weird, the convoluted ways that they made sure that your sibling is no longer in your party after year one. Take them to the Deep Roads, they somehow get infected. Just them, though. Not everyone else that was swimming in darkness. Yeah, in between this episode and the previous one, I cheated myself to level 50.
Oh, why not? Fuck it.
I just wish I would have done it before I did the previous.
I wish I'd done this in the first fucking episode.
So I would actually have proper equipment, but I'm like in like level 25 gear ahead at level 50. My damage just not good. No. It's not have optimized equipment. It is just a very because you can't turn a corner without at least like 2 abominations here. Yeah, this is basically what leads into the more weirdness, but they reused position.
Boom.
Surprisingly though, even without being max level, these fights are not that hard.
No, there was just a lot of them.
That's mostly the problem with most of Dragon Age 2 though, is there's just a lot of stuff. Because there's all this combat that it gets repetitive real fast.
Magic spawning in waves, blah blah blah.
The fact that, you know, they tell you they're strategy, but you put people behind my choke point. There's no choke point. The way that all the mages here are just kind of deciding to fight out against the Templars on the simple basis of we don't want to die because some rogue mage blew up the Chantry.
And this is our fault, why?
Yeah, pretty much. It's the mage's fault. Yeah, that guy. We took care of that guy. That guy's dead. Of course, Meredith is a bit out of her mind.
That's putting it mildly.
Yes, it is, but no better than what we're going to see out of Orsino. One last thing. If anyone's looking for the differences between siding with the mages and the
I'll deal with
that's it. You have to fight with the help of the Templar instead of the Templar with the help of the mages. There's no real big difference.
Yeah, the encounter design. Like, writing shit is too much work. Let's just put in a bunch of stupid encounters.
Luckily, not.
Let's get on a boat.
And this was really weird because supposedly, based off how the map of Kirkwall is laid out and everything, and some backstory they had in descriptions somewhere, I couldn't find it, is there is apparently a tunnel from the docks to the gallows.
But you're on a boat.
Yeah. I don't know why. Because there's a tunnel from the docks to the gallows, and that's how they would actually get the slaves there, because there's no proper dock at the gallows.
Templars being shitty at being Templars. How shocking.
Champion, you survived. Thanks
Yeah.
to Maker. We must
Totally meant to fight magic, and
let us speak, Meredith. Before this battle destroys the city you claim to protect.
I will entertain a surrender. Nothing more. Speak if you have something to say.
Fuck you!
Revoke the right of annulment, Meredith, before this goes too far.
too far already.
Imprison us if you must. Search the tower. I will even help you. But do not kill us all for an act we did not commit.
See, he's still keeping his head right here.
Grand Cleric is dead, killed by a mage. The people will demand
That-
retribution, and I will give it to them.
So kill Anders.
Your offer is
Jesus.
commendable, Orsino, but it comes
Well,
too
I know,
late.
but
The time for talking is done.
Evidently so.
One mage, not associated with the circle. We know who he is. He's literally right here in front of us.
To win.
You kill all the other mages.
I suppose I should have expected no less from you, champion. So be it. You will share the Circle's fate.
So what is it to be, Meredith? Do we fight here?
Go. Prepare your people.
And that's
yeah, that makes even less sense. Where it's like, yeah, 1v1 me, bro.
that makes no sense. And the fact that this is the gallows. The circle and the Templars are supposed to be here at the gallows. Why is the rest of the order having to come to the gallows?
She called for backup, I guess. Oh, goody. Chat time with your companions.
Yep. And sadly, I messed up Sebastian's romance. I was supposed to let Anders go, but
and deserve the freedom to walk by his side or throw ourselves.
I had to stab him.
That's, well, yeah, it's definitely satisfying. But it's also sometimes fun to leave him be and just have him be a fucking
Andraste would side with the
wreck.
You're right.
Yeah,
I should not need you to remind me of such things.
especially when things start going real bad. You realize, oh,
I wish you weren't such a tool,
We
Sebastian.
cannot afford distractions now. We must show that the Chantry cannot condone tyranny among its
uphold his promise to the Chantry,
mages after.
take back his city,
The victory, my friend, by any means.
and most other promises he made. He made too many promises.
Nervous, Hawk?
Nah.
We've been in hundreds of battles. This is
How could Hawk be nervous?
At least one of us is confident. We haven't always seen eye to eye. Height notwithstanding. I'm not sure we should be doing this.
And no matter what happens, you can
Run amok,
always
but
have
I'm with you.
3 people with
There's
you
no telling what's
in
waiting
your
for
party
us.
at the end.
Just like always.
No matter how screwed up you have things go,
Around and go meet destiny.
Destiny's a bitch. I hate her.
I feel like I'm forgetting something. Oh,
because
there's
you could
one
have
more.
Aveling leave at some point.
There's all this
You could just say
feeling
no to
of being
Fenris, no to
Don't get
Isabella.
distracted now.
We've kicked out Anders.
I won't. I
But
promise
even
I won't
not
let you down this time.
being all that great to
Hawk.
Meryl,
Before we go,
she's still here.
We're coming back.
Because Varric doesn't leave your side either. Then you'd have your sibling if they're alive. No, wait, no, that makes sense. Noah.
Captain.
Not for much longer if this goes bad. We're in for a mess now. How do you talk me into these things? Donnic has kept the guard protecting civilians. Meredith will have no support from them. With luck, well... let's
She says that,
some luck.
but there's a very strange thing that happens later on
The guard.
in this
I'm
mission.
not worried.
Somehow I think our troubles are just starting.
Because she says they'll have no help from, I'm assuming what she means is the guards.
Any day. I'm ready, champion. As I'll ever be.
And they're taking care of quote unquote civilians.
Yeah, but at a later point, there are guards fighting, and I'm like,
chance to say goodbye. I don't want that to
that's
happen this time.
not quite right.
Sister, if we
And Bethany, there's no time to be raised in these type of
just
situations.
know that I love you.
This is how people die.
All these years, I've tried to understand what Andraste saw. Why she had to lock us up.
You say something like this in a dire situation, and then,
And I just
it's like the whole thing of,
that
don't
is
worry, I
how
won't leave you alone, and then, well, you're gonna be left alone.
If you could change one thing, what would
It
be?
happens.
I'd have thrown Carver and his stupid ass so he wouldn't attack that ogre. He was always such a show-off. Everything else,
And nothing was lost.
the Maker is wiser than
Anything you done different? Well, I would have thrown my brother out the way so he wouldn't die. Other than that, no, man, everything's fine.
Being in the
mean,
circle must have been hard.
Indentured servitude for a
Never wish
year,
you'd come on the expedition.
not being able to go on the trip with you to the deep road.
You'd be a Grey Warden.
I always thought it was
And
hard
being
to
Grey
live
Warden
in
ain't that
the
great.
circle, always on the run.
Dying in the deep roads ain't that
Never
great.
realized how free I was.
Being stuck in the circle ain't great.
Maybe it took being locked
You
in the
know, whoever
gallery
your
to
sibling is
realize
kind of gets a very short end of the stick.
to see the need to free my fellow mages.
Especially more so with Carver.
Don't talk like that.
Prove
Because
me
trying to
wrong.
always outshine you and, well, can't really. And we get to see some faces of people here that we've saved.
Before this is over.
Including the rich guy.
No darkness, no death either in the Maker's light.
The very rich and naive mage
Are you prepared, champion?
is attracted to Meredith.
Battle is almost upon us.
Okay.
You don't believe there's a chance
That
of
makes
winning this
sense.
fight?
With you on our side? Perhaps. But even if we win, what then? More Templars would come, with even larger armies. We are apostates now. Our only hope lies in the circles elsewhere in Thedas. They could rise up with us against this injustice. I assure you, however, we will find sympathy nowhere else.
Fuck it.
Let them come.
Very well.
He's very pessimistic at this point.
Hell, he's not wrong. We killed all the Templars. I'm sure it'll be fine.
And we're gonna go with the original party we had when we entered
I would
Kirkwall.
help as well, even if I'm not fighting at your side.
Bringing our sister, Aveline and Varric.
Stay out of the fight as much as you
Because you're useless.
I will.
Sebastian,
not
I
really
need you
useless,
somewhere
but-
with a good
No, she has some
guard.
very nice control
Cover us while we
spells.
move in.
May the Maker favor us.
Him, on the other hand, is a bit
You know what the Templars
iffy, because
what they're
he's your
afraid of.
third rogue.
But that's their burden,
Kind of
not
edges
ours.
in the same position that
They aren't
Varric has for a
obligated
ranged
like I
rogue.
built. They don't get to decide how this ends.
Only difference is, you know, you have to upgrade his equipment.
Champion.
Varric is pretty good with his crossbow.
Break it down!
And I am surprised at how efficiently they get into this place.
Stop them!
Like, those mages didn't notice they were breaking down that door at all.
Well, there was a door and then there was no door. Those are some stupid outfits.
Yeah. Seems to be the gear necessary for the circle. You just get this free robe that looks weird and goofy.
And a stupid hat.
And Templar work really quick. Because we're apparently the point we're supposed to be in the Chantry is like, well, not Chantry, the circle area is about halfway through it. They got to these doors pretty fast with all those other mages out there.
Look at it.
Templar Schmemplar.
I know they just drown us as infants. Why wait? Why give us the illusion of hope?
Because magic is
First
useful.
Enchanter. We need to.
I refuse to keep running. I won't wait for her to kill me.
Meredith will die long before you.
I'm pretty sure what Bethany was about to say there is we need to think of a plan.
Yeah. Maybe we should, like, work on getting the fuck out of here and blah blah blah.
And here comes the biggest headache, the Dragon Age 2.
Meredith expects blood magic, and I will give it to her. Make her help us all.
This makes no sense for Orsino to do.
No, it doesn't.
Because he said himself, the research he got, which, lo and behold, that research that he was talking about was what caused our mom to die. Caused Hawk's mom to die. Was that research. Because it was that guy that was having correspondence with Orsino. But Orsino stopped.
Orsino, you've become a goon.
Yeah.
Also, I like how he just sits there. Whatever.
Yeah, he's supposed to do things.
There he goes, finally.
Yeah, right after he switches over into the where you actually damage him part. Which is basically Orsino actually comes out of the giant flesh body and he's lost a lot of body. You can beat him up.
Jesus, physics, how do they work?
It's probably because the Havoc physics engine can get. Make sure this isn't Havoc physics, but hey. I just don't think it is. I don't know what messed up with his scripting because he was supposed to be doing things.
It's kind of appropriate as a top off for the whole game. Shit's broken.
Broken, it makes no sense why. Because you would expect Orsino to go, well, Meredith expects blood magic. To prove her wrong, I'm not going to.
I'm going to throw kittens at her. Yeah.
I'm not going to use blood magic. Why? Because that proves that she's right.
Yep.
You proved her right. You proved her right, and you proved Anders right. Why'd you prove Anders right?
We should move, quickly.
That's a nice shot.
Yeah.
I think Goatsy sort of going on there.
Next episode, we're on the other side of that door. I have to level people up.